Hello, hello, hello. We got some Noctising to do. That doesn't work. I don't know. We do have game to play though. All right, so I think we're gonna keep on with the story bit because I want to get to the point where I can like just free explore. I mean, we can't look around here though. I know that we're going to reach a point where I don't want to go any farther, but I know I can get to a point where I get the flying car. So whenever that is when it like, I don't want to go any further. If I'm not mistaken, right? Is it framey? Why is it framey? Do I have anything open in the background? No. Why are you framing? Oh my god, we just got raided too. Welcome to Framey Stream. How you doing, Ursa? Literally just had your stream open. How was none? Are you making good progress? For some reason my game just got framey. We just played it all night last night. Come on, man. Sometimes I wonder though if it's this game like loading. Like I have this like sinking feeling that this game loads weird. And it's fine after it's like all loaded up on the memory, but until then it runs like ass. There's also one thing I could try that I haven't tried. This was a thing in the past. What if I pause wallpaper engine? I remember wallpaper engine used to do weird stuff. We'll pause it. Let's see if that does anything. You can come over here. You know how awful Choco Hot and Cold is? I told you it was awful. By the way, Ursa, guess what came in today? Guess what I got? Yo. This is your fault, by the way. You're the reason I have this shirt. Or you're the reason I got it. It came in today. You're wearing it too? Did yours come in today as well? Yup. Damn. Like everybody's came out today. My daughter got a Hollow Knight shirt with Hornet on it. It actually looks really good too. She'll probably wear that tomorrow. Now, let's see if this is gonna run okay. I don't know. Does this make sense, Ursa? A game that we just played for like almost 9 hours yesterday to be choppy when I boot it up today? Like, how does that make sense? My only understanding is that this game loads funky, and the longer you play it, the more stuff gets loaded in the RAM. That's the only thing I can think of. 'Cause I don't know why it's just suddenly be choppy. Yeah, if you fast forward during Chocobo Hot and Cold and move 3 times the speed, the animation, and 3 times the speed, but the timer stays at the same speed.
I'm not sure whether it's
oh yeah,
front or just the terrain.
Yeah, just worry about your stuff blowing away.
I mean, it might be bad autosave stuff too. I don't really know. I don't know what's causing it. Is it still choppy now? Well, I noticed it's not getting the controller inputs right. Wonder if that has something to do with it. So this game's been weird. We just went like 3 or 4 streams where or 2 or 3 streams, something like that, where the inputs auto loaded, and now I'm having it where they're not loaded. I don't have that much save files. I don't know why it's running weird today. Like, and there's nothing updating in the background. I checked. The funny thing about the button inputs, though, I had to look that up, and apparently everybody just says you're just going to have to turn it off and turn it back on until it shows up. Why is that a thing? Because there's like generic button things for controller, and then there's the one for the Xbox. And it looks like it's back on it's still on default. Yeah. Well, this is the Windows edition.
All right. I'll give you a call when it's ready.
It's still doing it.
Oh, my aching back. Oh, y'all brace yourself for power. Oh, y'all brace yourself for power.
Apparently, I need to brace myself for power. Well, if anybody can figure out why the controller does this, what if I turn the control? What if we turn the controller off? Put it back on. We're gonna have one of those days, aren't we? Try that switch.
Damn, this wind's strong.
No! My perfectly groomed hair!
Think you got it bad? Check out
Don't
Ignis.
understand.
You're right.
It's rude to stare.
I turned it down. Turned everything down to high and stuff because I was having too many issues. It ran perfectly last night, from what I could tell anyway. I am going to turn off Hairworks. That was something I wanted to turn off. NVIDIA Hairworks is fucking garbage.
Thanks for the ride.
Nice riding with you.
Well, what sucks is how much of a beast of a computer I have. I don't like when I have to turn down graphics for a game that's this fucking old. I have a pretty beast of a computer, you know, and it's hurtful to have to turn down graphics when you've got, what do I have, a 3080 and a 5800, 32 gigs of RAM. Streaming doesn't help it though. Streaming's the biggest hiccup in it, which is weird because I've been streaming for 6 years. You would think that the streaming software would get better, not make it worse. I would love to know how to fix the controller thing here though. It does bug me. So if anybody has any information on why the they're magically back. How does that make sense? All right.
About that lake. Pretty sure he was talking about the Vesper Pool. I asked Monica to look into it, and she told me the road leading there's under Imperial lockdown. You'll want to be prepared for anything. So,
Yeah, just give us a second.
Cool. If that was
okay.
accepted that way, I'd take
I'll
it.
be
But like
inside
when I've
then.
got as much money as I do in a computer, I want to play that shit on high detail. You know, like
So,
I want to play
yeah,
it as max as
Gonna
I
have to
can.
ask you to handle this boat business without me.
Say what?
I got some business of my own to deal with.
Oh, is this the Gladys
Anything?
DLC?
Not like we could stop you anyway.
You know me too well. Well, see you around, guys.
Well, that means we actually got to stop and go do the Gladius DLC. I think. Ursa, do you remember? Is this departure where his DLC starts up? Keep ripping on chapter 7, but maybe it's chapter 8. All right, well, we're doing Gladys' DLC tonight. I need to change the title. Does you might even know how to spell Gladys' name? We'll do Gladys DLC. Several days later. What? Nothing happened.
The waterfall cave was right around here.
That means the lake should be somewhere north of here.
Be wary, though. Where we go, the Empire seems to follow.
Our latest example was Monster Hunter Rise. Max settings gives people weird lighting. That was instant gateway to Uncanny Valley. Turned it down a notch and voila.
What happened to under Imperial lockdown?
They all but turned the key and left the gates open for us, as if awaiting our arrival.
All right,
And if anyone's
we're gonna
waiting
get
for us,
to our parking spot, I
I
guess,
bet it's that guy.
and then we'll switch over to the
Chancellor
Gladius
Sylvia.
DLC.
Can't complain, as long as he lets us in.
Who's to say he'll let us out? Not to mention we're a man down. Would that the Marshal were with us.
Oh yeah.
I think
Whatever
Howard
happened to
joins
that
us
guy?
for this one.
As I understand it, he's put his tomb raiding on hold to help the
I
hunters.
mean, a lot of
take care
games
some
design max
troublesome
settings for
beasts.
systems that don't exist yet,
Rest for
but that's
the
different.
immortal.
Crisis is understandable. Final Fantasy, that's a game from 2016. It's
An
2022.
Imperial blockade.
We should be having issues. That's all I'm saying.
We must be doubly cautious.
Right, no Gladio, no room for
Here I am.
What can I say?
No Gladiator, no room for arrows. And we just
Not the time for
mop the
horseplay.
fucking floor with them.
Mean to do that? Nothing to it.
Easy. Oh wait, don't I have other quests up here? No, we're going to the Vesper Bulls. That's right.
Time to go.
Mm-hmm.
But it does remind me of Witcher, because in Witcher 3, the NVIDIA Hairworks when it first came out was busted as shit, like really busted, and it was causing like everyone's performance to tank. They later did something to fix it, but I think even now it still doesn't run right. Oh, good. Needed to take that road.
We're out of here.
Mm-hmm.
It took about 10 years for
I
PC
should
hardware to be
really
able to
get a shot
run
of that
Crisis
spot
all
before
maxed
it's
out
too late.
smoothly. Jeez.
Yeah, go for it.
Woohoo!
Here's a great spot. We'll go take a spot at the Prompto's photo spot. That'll be a great place to stop. Switch to Gladius DLC. I used hair mods for Witcher, so I had to turn off Hairworks. Oh no, I do understand that Cyberpunk was kind of a culprit there too, as far as maxed out settings. And I'm not going to get into who had issues with it and who didn't have issues with it, because I know some people that didn't. Let's go get our photo op and we'll come up and save at the tent.
I'm
Go to the tent, whatever. You need to play, man. I recommend it. There's been a lot of games in this franchise that I'm very happy that I went back and played again, and I just showed us in the wrong scene.
Take a shot from here.
Good call. Now it's picture time. Let me get this shot.
Nice.
The gang's all here. See?
Everything's all yellow.
Us? Think Gladdy will be back anytime soon?
It would help if we knew what he was up to.
Firstly, you got any game jams coming up? And I didn't properly welcome everybody from Mercy Stream. I apologize. Everybody from Mercy Stream, how are you all doing? I'm Barguard, Variety Streamer, doing a year of Final Fantasy. If you didn't already know that, I am, as you can tell, on Final Fantasy 15. And for some reason, having issues with the start of the stream today. And I was unaware that we were at the Gladius spot, so we're going to go pop up and do Gladdy's DLC. 31 days. Oh, is there an actual like time frame of how these work? Like every 31 days or every 2 months or blah, blah, blah? Every 70 months on LD Jam. Oh, so you've got like plenty of notice, right? All right. The events of episode Gladys occur during the story of 15. Completing the game first is recommended to the best experience. No, it's not. No. We know when this just, oh God. It'd be better if when he left the thing, it was like, hey, now it's his DLC. You want to do it? And I do think I'm going to play on easy. Just fuck it. His is a beat 'em up thing, and I don't know if I want to deal. I'm doing the normal game on normal. I'm going to do his DLC on easy. Remember getting very frustrated about it. So are you going to stick with the Chocobo hot and cold thing, or I can't stand it. Like, I don't remember being as frustrated with it when I played it back in the day, but I sure as hell didn't enjoy it this time around. I just said nope, noped out of it.
Stuffed. My compliments to the chef.
My pleasure. Did you enjoy your time with the Marshal?
Mm-hmm.
So, what's that thing on your face?
This?
Yeah, X marks the spot.
That's just a scratch. The other guy got off a lot worse.
Worse than looking like some kind of thug?
Speaking of which, who was this other guy?
They call him the Blade Master.
The Blade Master. You know what? Fuck the tutorial. We're going in easy. Didn't like 70% of the chocographs. Can't do any more until I get an airship. You're staying up with it. I sure as hell ain't.
Gladio? Yeah, who do you think it is?
Catch you at a bad time?
Are you here yet?
Yeah, I'm at the Crow's Nest.
Good. Thanks for agreeing to meet with me.
Sure.
So, are you ready to move out?
Of course. What about you? Are you mentally prepared?
Of course. I'll be right over.
All right, Gladdy.
About time.
What'll it be?
Just the water's fine. Thanks.
Allow me to ask you once more. Are you sure you're ready to take on the Blade Master?
I went up against the High Commander and got my ass handed to me. I didn't stand a chance. And I never will unless I get more power.
Then answer my question. Are you ready or not?
You think I would have called you here if I weren't?
Then say it. Stop beating around the bush.
Ready to face death. Gilgamesh awaits challengers in the deepest recesses of those ruins. It's been 30 years since we uncovered the caves.
It's Greg.
We've sent countless
We get to go
expeditions,
we're getting to face
but all
Greg.
of our efforts have afforded us no rewards. And no survivors.
Except for you.
You misspelled
You
that,
undertook the
Va.
trial.
There's a U
You
in
made
more
it back
power.
alive.
There's also an A
Barely.
in power.
Let's move.
You spell more MO like
Tell your friends
URE
why
or
you
some
weren't
crap.
Taking off.
Just said it was business. Didn't want him getting all worried about me.
Or knowing your pride took a beating.
Is that a Boone emote too, by the way?
All right. I've got this. No turning back now.
You don't like misspelling things. What's up, Akita?
They're alive.
Not for long.
Oh yeah. Yeah, again, this is a beat 'em up, so
Who are you?
These grounds, following our leader in death as in life. Not but our souls remain, clinging to the vestiges of our past. Why? To test those determined to become the King's shield. To prepare them to inherit the power they pursue.
The Blade Master's men have sworn their loyalty both before and beyond the grave, scaring off the unworthy.
Then they better prepare for disappointment. That'll scare easy.
Akita, how are you doing? Did you get a clear last night, by the way? Weren't you doing Barbie last night? I didn't get to ask if you finished it or got it clear or not. I think you and Fluffy went, right? Y'all go with Hime or did you get Unreal? If you got Unreal, how close was the Enrage?
Only way to go is down.
Oh, you still Enrage 3x4?
He ain't going down without a fight.
Pathetic. It's all yours, Marshal. Well, don't mind if I do.
Nice blindside. Yeah, we saw it on our run. I was wondering how tight the Enrage was on your clear. If you're implying that you got Unreal clear this week, or did you not? Am I misunderstanding you? You said not for EX, so I was assuming you got your clear for Unreal.
You come to prove yourself worthy of my mantle?
I do. I am here to undertake the trial of Gilgamesh.
And what is it you hope to glean?
Power. And you're gonna give it to me.
Oh, no problem.
Is that so?
Ready or not.
I think I'm supposed to lose this. As you can see, I'm doing 24 damage. Yeah.
Force alone does little to impress. Only he who possesses both muscle and metal of equal caliber deserves the honor of fighting beside the chosen king as his sworn shield.
You saying I don't?
Greg looks hella different. This is one of the cooler looking Gregs, man.
And his shield who can safeguard their lives. All those unworthy or unwilling to rise to the task meet their end here, by my blade.
I ain't meeting mine anytime soon. This trial hasn't even begun.
If you do not fear death, then go forth with reckless abandon and prove your worth.
You are ready for this.
In that case, let the trials begin.
So the Blade Master.
He's a master of blades. What? Were you expecting something profound?
Lose, Q training montage and self-discovery, and come back and kick ass. Yeah. Guarantee I'll still be hitting the same fucking buttons I did when I first started. Gladius might get self-discovery. I didn't.
Might as well take a break. Better rest here while I can.
Why does his voice suddenly get different? Yay, cup noodle. It's not that highest and time
He's
skips.
here to test you. He won't go easy on you just because you joined the Crown's Guard.
So, no mercy for newbies like me. So what? The weak aren't worthy of serving as shield?
In his eyes, the weak aren't worthy of living. All of them are fools, punished for aspiring beyond their station. I was a fool back then, too. And I was punished.
But you weren't killed. Maybe you weren't worthy of serving as shield, but he must have seen you as worthy of living.
Maybe he did, maybe he didn't.
Poor Cora.
Back to the trials.
Keep your eyes and ears open.
Done and done.
Damn it. Your dog pod. Tippity Toe, thanks so much for raiding. I appreciate it. Welcome everybody from Tippity Toe stream. Oh shit. Oh dear. Tippy Toe, thanks so much for the follow. Bullshit. Nobody expects the raid sneak attack. It's super effective. Oh shit. What's up, floofers? How you doing, Zindy, Tiptoe, and Lady Kiana? Every time I see your name, I still want to call you Claire. I met you as Claire. It's so hard to break the habit of just calling you Claire.
You may have the strength to defeat the darkness, but do you have the spirit to survive these trials?
Final Fantasy 15 for spoilers and about to prep for Savage. No problem. Have a good one, Claire. Lady Kiana. Guys, be sure to go check out Tippy Toe and give Tippy Toe some love. We're going to do a whole shout out thing here. We're not going to distract from Tippy Toe, but we're also going to do shout outs for Lady Kiana and Zindy. Also, some wonderful Final Fantasy 14 streamers. And if you would like to also check out the Fluffy Animal, who is doing the year of Final Fantasy with me, although I think they are currently on Final Fantasy 7. We're going to shout everybody out. There's a lot of streamers that just came in with that group. Oop, wrong button. Okay. Fluffy was last playing Stray. Bloopers. You need to get back on the Final Fantasy. You're on 8. That's right. Why did I think 7? Why did I think 7? You can play this game at some point. It's good. I'm doing the DLC though. Like, I'm trying to play this in order of how it happens. While you're playing 15, members of your party will leave and their DLCs start, right? And I was asked that if I did it, if I played 15, if I would be doing DLCs at the end, or if I'd do it while I'm doing it. I figured, fuck it, we'll do it with how the story's supposed to have it, even though these DLCs came out way later.
They keep on coming.
It'll make it feel better, I think, for like the impact of how the story works, though. I mean, it doesn't give me the option though. Even when I try to start the DLC, it's like, it's better if you've beaten the game, and I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, this story takes place in the middle of the game. 15's a good game. It does get on rails towards the end of it, which I think it makes the game not as good. But man, the first half of this game, it's really good. I love the open worldness of it. Like, I love the characters. It's just a fun time.
What's this?
But how was your stream? What were y'all getting into in 14?
Holding stops here. Good luck.
Gladius, yeah. Well, I had a nickname. I called Gladius Mr. Sex because he's so damn sexy. I'm not one for like muscle bound dudes, but Gladius got a little piece of my heart there.
Prepare
No shit.
yourself, young warrior, for the trials that await.
Prove your might, and our power
Damn it.
shall be yours.
Ooh, I didn't see that. The music in this box, though. A wasted tempest. Ooh. Wait, where's my shield? There it is. I'm rolling, but I'm not shielding. So Gladio left the band to go on a solo rock tour. Pretty much. Anyway, last minute tome farms and did the new raid. What do you think of the new raid? I actually really enjoyed the new Pandemonium tier. I'm liking the new raid tiers way more than I am the Alliance raids.
Power goes with you now, young warrior.
I've actually lost so much interest in the 12 that I don't even care about the raids. Like, the only thing that was good about the last Alliance raid was the Nalthal fight. I hated the other 3 fights. I hate the setting. I do not like it. But man, I love the new Pandemonium stuff. Like, the fucking music is so good too. Like, the music is so fucking
Stand
good.
tall, for the shield of the king must kneel in subjugation before no man.
Wait. Did I get new gear? Nope. Nope. Items.
Thanks for the advice. And for the pick-me-up.
Well,
Yeah.
you made it out alive. Your first trial may have
The near
ended,
raids were really fucking
but many
good.
more await you on your road to an audience with the Blade Master. Prepare yourself.
And not just that, like, I look back at all the Alliance raids, and other than Crystal Tower, and I only think that's because we beat it to death. No, take that back. I think Heaven's Wards were kind of or at least the last one. Dunskaith kind of sucks. And not just the fights. I don't know. I just don't like it. The Ivalice raids I really, really liked. Near raids I really liked. The first 2 raids, the Heaven's Ward I liked. But I am not digging the 12. I'm just not digging it. Other than Nalthal, like, that's why I'm hoping the other ones are better. But the first 3 fights I didn't like. And the music I don't like either. Nalthal again, it's the only music I like.
My father never undertook the trial of Gilgamesh, did he?
No. You want to know why?
I do. I mean, it can't be because he was scared, right?
Wait,
Not
the
of the
story didn't
trial.
hook you for the
He was scared of
Alliance
failing
raid
as
or
leader of
the
Crown's
Pandemonium?
Guard and as shield of the king. He couldn't leave his majesty alone, weakened by the wall as he was.
The story is
all,
grabbing me
what good
because
is a
I'm
shield
super
with no one to
interested in
protect?
Elidibus and
What about you?
Labra and all
Worried
that
about
stuff.
leaving your
Spoilers.
majesty alone?
A little. But I'm gonna do what's right for me, like my father did what was right for him.
I like it.
Let's go.
Anything more about the Ascians or the ancients, I'm digging, and anything that's not Elpis. Elpis was bland to me. They were passable along the way. Can't be banger all the way from start to finish. The last normal raids did. Every freaking audio track was good. And it probably doesn't help I hit it up after the 6.2 MSQ. Yeah, I did do mine first.
How long has it been?
I don't know if
since
that
you
matters,
undertook the
but like
trial?
I've still got
30 years or
MSQ to
so,
do.
Give or take.
I did
I was a lot
the
younger than you are, and far less experienced. It's a wonder I even made it out alive.
so I did up
This place look familiar to you?
Vaguely. The younger me had little mind for taking in the sights.
okay. So anyway, I did the normal raids first, and then I started unlocking the Alliance raid. Or I'm sorry, the normal raids first, and I started unlocking MSQ just so I could get to the trial to do EX over the weekend. So I have finished the trial, but I haven't finished the rest of the story. So it might be better because I started with that part and now I'm pushing the MSQ. So I don't have one that's going to top it. You know what I mean? Like the story for the normal raid was good, but it wasn't like any banger, like huge reveal or anything, but it was good. Right. And if the MSQ is way higher, like it's just going to make it better versus like coming to it last and going, oh, well, this doesn't hold a candle to what the MSQ story is. So I can kind of see where you're coming from there. I will say though, I'm doing the Hildebrand quest right now for Stormblood because I never got around to doing it. And I do not like this one as much as I liked the GG one. I do like the aspects of Yojimbo and stuff, but man, it's like it takes a while to get there. It's just it doesn't slap like nearly as good as the others did. Cool. Wait. Hold on. I got this column. Cool. All right, guys. Come here. Come here. Come here, buddies. Uh-huh. Exactly. I feel like we're getting into Dark Souls territory. Wait, where's the ladder? Where was the ladder? Oh, there's two left. Wait, we came from down. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't even see this. Even with the quest marker telling me where to go. Did an MSQ with a friend. Then went. What do y'all think of islands? Because I feel like the island is lackluster and boring. I'm very curious of what people think of the island because I really think it's bland.
And another chance for the warriors to impart their.
And I definitely feel like everyone has got. There's not enough. There's not enough like customization. I really think they should have gone more around they should have gone more like Stardew Valley or My Time at Portia for your own little area. I feel like they would have done a little more like that than how they've done this system, because this system just feels like another bland version of Garrisons from World of Warcraft, which fucking hated it. And there's no real fishing. What is that bullshit? Why is there no real fishing?
How many moons has it been?
Hey, look who it is. It's Enkidu. It's not a chicken.
I can count. Let us see how our latest challenger will fare.
Ow. I thought I blocked it. Hey, quit. Quit. I actually thought you were dead. I just kind of went ham on you because I thought you were dead. I actually didn't need that because I think it's the rest points like right up here. Dude, I'm ranked 5.
Forth, young warrior, bearing our hopes and dreams.
I'm ranked 5 on Island Sanctuary. I absolutely hate the word shop supply demand to me. Too confusing. Yeah, I really think they made a lot of the
must safeguard our future.
things like there's no reason for it. And I think they took away of one of the aspects that they could have made the game or made it a lot more enjoyable. For example, fishing or lack thereof. And I wish farming was a lot better. This guy's just chilling over here. I do wish I had fishing. You haven't unlocked your island? It's just, and it's not bad. It's just boring. There's no real longevity in it. You know what I mean? It's, to me, it's another bullshit when it comes to like Squadron, where they put out a system that's very skeleton and then they don't do anything else with it. I have a feeling that's what's going to happen to this system. It's like I'm sitting there bitching about how Squadron is pretty fucking pointless. And they should have mixed it in with the new trust system, but whatever.
Gotta say, this place ain't like anywhere else in Lucis.
Okay. Come. Hello? I would like to pick it up. There we go. Stretch. Oh, I'm gonna show you guys my new shirt. So Ursa's the reason why I got this shirt, because I wouldn't have known about it if you hadn't told me. And check it out. It's Freya from Final Fantasy 9. Oh my God. Need to buy that dang chair cover. The longevity is the items you can have to buy. I'm talking about like the fun in the system, not the grind. I think the, oh, you got to sit here and do this over and over again to get more tickets is dumb. I think it would have been better to had it more fun overall, but it's, once you have it all set up, it's literally just going to be, well, I hit a couple of buttons, hit enter, come back and tomorrow.
Unprepared for the dangers lurking within.
I don't like that.
They all meet with the same fate, as will you.
I don't think so.
Think what you may, but I know otherwise. The Lucis you call home is nothing like the Lucis I once served. Your age has forgotten the horrors of war, coddled by the king, and drunk off the complacency of peace. No shield worthy of defending the true king could be born from such depravity.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Look on the bright side. Everyone loves an underdog.
And as I knew that this wasn't going to be in it when, so don't think I had any delusions, but I really feel like they should have made it so we can grow stuff like houses where we don't have the ability, like we don't have the ability in apartments and stuff. Been nice if we could have had a small plot where we could actually grow fucking shit. I know that that's wasn't gonna be a thing, but I wish they would have added it. Just our own personal garden, little maybe or something. Whoa. Move. We need to get the big guys out. Yeah, he didn't stay vulnerable for long. Oh, shit. Oh, thanks, Core. Is this Core's trial or is this mine? What's happening? The island not being able to pin a recipe like you can in crafting, the time gating stuff and spending the reward currency to progress. Do you like gathering? I don't. The workshop is needlessly complicated. Nobody in my FC or crossword link shells is even bothering to optimize the workshop because it's too complicated to tab back and forth between the huge list and the supply and demand. Yo. It'd be different if they had another screen that you could have open to kind of look back and forth, but you have to keep like switching back and forth. It's just stupid as shit. Like, man, it's 2022. We should know how to like have separate menus for this shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nice to have something new, and it's a light little system to complement the patch. But I feel like it's going to be another system that gets put in and then gets left. And I think that is a big problem with Final Fantasy.
Your flesh fails you, or when you fall to your knees.
Because, I mean, for example, we have Squadrons, we have Diadem, we have the Firmament, we have now Island Sanctuary. There's another system. We still have the it's not Vermilion, is it? Is it called Vermilion? It's whatever the minion battling system that's like absolutely terrible that nobody fucking plays in Gold Saucer. There's a lot of stuff and a lot of systems that they have in the game that are just terrible. But why Vermilion? There was an actual, well, Mojang's Mojang, but there was actually a system in Final Fantasy 11 that was way better than Vermilion. Why did we get it? Oh, here's another one. Rival Wings. They just re-released Rival Wings with tons of changes. Nobody's going to fucking queue for it. So unless you have an incentive, like putting it in the daily roulette, it's pointless. Look, it just got remade and people were still queuing for over 45 minutes trying to get it for the, get to play it again. I would love to do Rival Wings, but you can't get groups for it. Rival Wings needs an incentive one way or the other. They need to put it in a roulette, and they ought to stick some achievements and mounts behind it, which there probably is, but nobody knows. I don't know. Akito probably would know. Never bothered to learn Rival Wings. I think I did it once and was like, nah, back to front lines. But would you do it if there was a daily roulette for it? I feel like way more people would touch it if there was a roulette for it. Imagine if they made it a roulette, but once a day. Yeah, I mean that's what got Frontlines really banging. Because even when Frontlines first came out, I remember it not being very, like, most people was like, this is garbage. Barely anybody did it. I kind of think the same thing for was it Feast? Isn't Feast the like 4-man PvP thing? The thing before Crystal? Yeah, they could mix it in the Frontlines rotation. That would be fine with me. I personally would like it to have its own though, because make sure that I got it.
Back to the tempering grounds.
You said it's
but it would cause people to
years.
like single
Were
queue
you
and be able
as
to pop in too.
immortal then as you are now?
If you want to know, I'll talk.
When was that? The PvP roulette? I think that was when I wasn't
Blade
playing.
Master. What was he like?
I don't remember much, except for those eyes. They pierced my heart and peered right into my soul. It was like he knew my every move even before I did. Try as you may, there's no fooling those eyes.
We'll see about that.
Was it a Realm Reborn? That would have been when I was playing then. I just don't remember it.
Back to the trials.
Not with Rival Wings anyway. When did Rival Wings come out? Because I feel like Rival Wings was, it had to have been Heavensward, right? But when in Heavensward?
He who protects the king must boast muscle and metal, both finely tempered. Should he lack either, the shield will shatter.
I did too. Whoa. Mega, we might be very similar. So I quit. I quit during the in the middle of the raid tier in Heavensward. I want to say at least the third raid was out, or three. I guess third release. What would that be? 2, 3. That would have been 3.3 maybe. I quit right when the Alliance raid came out. I know that. How about that? Whenever the Alliance raid first came out is when I quit. Yeah, Alex Savage was out when I quit, I'm pretty sure. And I came back right before Stormblood came out and finished the storyline.
Just like I taught you.
Anyway, finished the storyline. And then played a little bit of Stormblood, and I did not like... I wasn't enjoying myself at all. In Stormblood, I didn't really care for the story that much. I just wasn't okay with it. So I quit again and didn't come back until Shadowburners. Or end of Shadowburners. Oh. What? Oh, I didn't see the pillar.
Then you were prepared to serve as the shield of the chosen king.
Stormblood was the low point. I mean, I look back at Stormblood and I think I overly criticized it. But I don't know. I think I had a different view than a lot of people did going into it. Mega, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Because when I had stopped playing, I was trying to do away with playing MMOs. Because I've been playing MMOs since I was 16 and I really was trying to take a break. So I think I was coming in with a big bias on my shoulder of not wanting to come back into MMOs anyway. And I felt like I got the story I wanted off of Heavensward. So when I went into Stormblood and I wasn't liking how it was shaping up, I was just like, you know what? I hate this. And even when I came back again and to get into Shadowbringers, I still did not like Stormblood until after Doma. After Doma, I had fun and I enjoyed the story. Like literally after the Doma fight thing and all the things happened with Tsukiyomi.
For the shield of the king must deceive none.
After that was good.
Not even himself.
Yeah.
My friends did not come back for Heavensward, hence why I quit. so early into it. Then I came back for Endwalker and maybe a whole new group of friends right away. Otherwise, I'd not be playing. Well, luckily for me, Akita never stopped playing. Akita stayed with the game, which is funny because I played more 11 than he did back in the day, but he's kind of flipped the cards on me and plays this more than I do. But when I first played this, I was diehard. Like I did every quest. I was working on my 3rd Realm Reborn relic when Heavensward came out. Like I played a fucking lot for someone who had a job and kids. I had every job maxed, all that kind of shit.
The shield is bold, shrinking before none. Waste not the arsenal at your behest.
Do some Dark Souls here. Gladys tries to block a guard breaking foe. His shield will shatter. Take down. Okay. Pretty cool. What the fuck? Oh my god, game. Please. Nothing's worse than binding action to jump. Can't say anything. How did that hit me? That's not the button. That was not the button. Out again, not the button. What? That was a perfect parry. Okay, now that was the one I can't block. Thank you.
Try this.
Nice. I'm half paying attention to this. I think we have a 10 coming up. Anyway.
Now not but the final trial awaits you.
All right. So anybody that's new to the channel or just coming in and doesn't know, I am Barguard. I'm doing a variety, I'm a variety streamer doing a year of Final Fantasy. We've been playing through all the Final Fantasy games back to back. This is all the games that we've already done. The grayed out ones are the ones we finished. And white ones are the ones we have left to do or possibly to include. So 15's the last in the mainline series. And then after that, it'll just be up in the air and what I feel like doing until the end of the year. So yeah, doing pretty good. If you want to watch any of the previous Final Fantasies, if you're curious of some of the versions I've played or want to check out the pixel remasters or anything like that, go check out my YouTube. I've put all of them in nice little playlists where you can check those out. Glass has completed the third trial and soul, and Arn envelops his blade, allowing him to deal damage to go.
Nice work. Maybe you've got what it takes after all.
Maybe. But it ain't for you or me to decide.
True.
Where's Core?
And the Blade Master is a more formidable foe than any you faced thus far.
Where are you, buddy? I don't see you.
Better rest here while I can.
How are they cooking the cup noodle? I guess they're putting it on the torch.
Well, what about you? I want to know what was going through your head back then.
You that interested in me?
Yeah.
I mean, you were a lot younger than I am.
And a lot brasher too, if you can believe it. Wouldn't listen to a single word anyone said. I thought I was invincible. No one could stop me. Until he cut me down to size. I was cast out in defeat, my hubris laid bare for all to see. You really are immortal, they said. And it stuck.
That's rough. Still, you made it back alive. Something no one else has ever done. And I respect that.
That was much more than a soup.
It was the
Come here to die,
cup noodle.
have you?
You looking to die again?
You amuse but do not impress. You lack his conviction.
Whose?
He who traversed these caves some 30 years ago. Turning a deaf ear to our wails and wishes, he proceeded unfazed, eyes ever forward. Yet he proved powerless before the general, cast out in defeat. If even he could not succeed, I see no hope for you.
Oh, that sucks.
Claris would have tried to stop you, you know. Just like he tried to stop me. All those years ago.
How come?
Because one aspiring to the role of King's Shield can stake his life for none but his liege. Not even for himself. Do you dare risk all for naught in return? His words stayed with me. And he was right. I barely made it back with nothing to show for it.
So you gonna stop me?
No, I won't. But I will warn you one last time of the danger you're about to face. Just like your father warned me. Once you set foot through that door, there's no turning back. And no one to help you if you fall. One false step and it may prove your last.
I'll be fine. Maybe I'll come back with a souvenir.
Just come back alive. Be safe, Gladio.
I love Gladdy.
There's a chill in the air. I can feel his
Okay, I need to pee. We're gonna be right back. All right, my apologies.
You better be ready for me.
Do we not get any better weapons? It just gives me the base ass fucking claymore. There's all these swords.
I'm here.
Brandishing your brute force.
Yeah. Let's see if you can handle it.
Go.
You only delay the inevitable. Oh, unworthy one. Look how you travel.
I ain't afraid of you.
With every passing step, you feel your heart grows greater still.
So what do? Just roll over and die?
Yes. Why else would you come out here if not to join the other lost souls?
Because I've got what it takes. And I'm gonna prove it.
Yeah. Caught me on the side there.
Blind reliance on strength alone reveals your weakness of will. Countless disappointments met their end here. And so shall you.
I didn't come here to die. I came here to prove to you I'm worthy.
Oh. Yeah. I know I got roll and parry is the same button too. Like parry, block, and roll are all the same button. So if you push the joystick while you're trying to block, you roll like that.
You are strong, yet so long as fear binds your heart, the power you possess is wasted on you.
I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve too. Ain't no way I'm backing down now. Try this! Nothing can stop me now!
Go. You're doing splashes now. Okay. I'm not trying to roll. I'm trying to dodge. Or block. Oof. Ah. Damn it. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. Again, trying to block. I'm not liking the buttons.
I kneel before no man. Not exactly the souvenir I had in mind. It took me a while, but I realized something. You're right.
Water otter fountain? What?
Afraid of accepting the fact that maybe I'm not really cut out for the job I'm expected to do. But hey, at least I'm not walking away empty-handed. I'd better get going. I may be all muscle and no metal, but I'm gonna keep protecting Noct the only way I know how.
Spoken like a true shield of the king. Fear and doubt beget death alone. He who averts his gaze from his own faults cannot himself a true shield call. But you, having made peace with your inner self, have proven you are worthy. The chosen king should be so fortunate as to have a man like yourself serving at his side.
You mean?
And with this glaive, I entrust my power to you.
Where did you...
Taken from the young man who impressed me with his strength of will. It was with this very blade he stole from me my arm.
But... I can't accept this.
If he still walks among the living, a man of his mettle will have doubtless transcended attachment to mere material possessions.
You're probably right. In that case, don't mind if I do.
Now, hasten forth, with mind unclouded by doubt and will unmoved by fear. The last king of Lucis is ill fit to fight without his shield.
Thanks again.
New expert crafting recipes that you turn into for a landmark on
made it.
island. Oh,
Sure did.
people are charging anywhere from 5 to 15 million.
I'm impressed.
Brought this back with me too. Figured you might get a kick out of it.
I wondered where I put that thing. Keep it. Makes for a better souvenir than that scar.
So Korra's still a badass. He cut off Gilgamesh's arm.
Real hot-headed young guy back in the day.
He just wasn't mentally prepared to be
Left
the
a
shield.
lasting impression on him. Talked about how the guy had the strongest will he'd ever seen.
Takes more than will to complete the trial. You need to wield your weapon with a primal finesse. If you fail to prove your might, you get cast out empty-handed.
I don't know. He didn't seem to think the guy would let it bother him. Said the guy's too old to care about material things anymore. If he's still alive.
Maybe up 25 mil off of just materials in 6.2. I don't know. Vi, have you made any money at all, or have you just been making sets
Few men
not
can
to
lay
sell?
claim to such an accomplishment. Not even Core the Immortal.
Yeah, but I didn't earn myself a badass nickname like he did. Still, I'm glad I went through with it. I can finally say I'm truly ready to fulfill my duty.
Good.
Well, I guess this shield better mosey on back to his king. Wouldn't want him to get scared without me.
Because you're too nice. I need to like buckle down one day and do some of this stuff and make some money. Because like what happens is like Vi does her thing and then I go and get more materials to give to her, so I don't get any money either. Just give her stuff, and then like she'll make me a set.
How you got it.
So I don't pay for a set, but I don't make any money from it either.
Really compliments the one you got when you saved Knock from that bully.
Yeah. Only difference is, this time, I ended up taking a pretty bad beating too.
Not unlike the licking the Marshal received back when he was a lad.
Must have had a lot of guts to go up against Gilgamesh back then.
Yeah, Dad said he used to be a real firecracker.
The more you know.
If the Blade Master sequestered himself during the Founder King's reign, then he's haunted those halls for some 2 millennia.
That's a long time.
All those years waiting for the Chosen King to arise. You sure know how to take your sweet old time.
What can I say? I'm worth the wait.
Give me a break.
And I as well.
Just because you got a shield to protect you now doesn't mean you get to slack off.
Vi made me a tank set, so like
I'll be ready.
soon as I logged in for the first time with the patch, she's like, "Here you go." So I had the full set. Oh, I'm not griping. That's not what I was trying to say. Ooh. Score attack mode, final trial, acquired the Genji blade, and learned to dual master glaive art. Too bad that doesn't carry over in the base game. That'd be nice. Oh, he just kind of what the fuck? All right. Yeah. So that was episode Gladius. So we know the trials and tribulations that Gladius just went through and why he left the party. We're going back into the main game now, and we'll play the what happened while he was gone. In which case, I think we get Howard. Oh my god, you have my caster set done too? What am I gonna spend my well, here's the problem. What am I gonna spend my like tokens and stuff on, like my tombstones, and what gear am I supposed to get with my normal raids? Time for you to catch some seas. It was nice talking to you. I appreciate the follow, and thanks for coming over with the raids. Feel free to stop by anytime you ever want to talk Final Fantasies. I'm always down. Final Fantasy is my favorite franchise. I'm literally obsessed with them. Ever since I was a kid.
I wonder what Gladio's up to right now.
I'm always down.
Probably. Son of a bitch.
13. Yeah, let's eat some food.
What?
We're going to rest, eat food, and all that good stuff.
Let's call it a day.
I'll see what I can whip up.
All right, chat. As per usual, you guys get to pick what we eat. So what are we eating today? I don't think I have the materials. Yeah, I'm missing Aggie or agar root, so I can't make the tower. Just cup noodle. All right, we'll do cup noodle. Wait, no, I can't do cup noodle because Gladius isn't here. It's his favorite. I'm gonna table the cup noodle only because Gladius is not with us, and I feel wrong eating cup noodle without Gladius because it's literally his thing is the cup noodle. So next up was clams. We'll go with clams. What was the clams? What did they give us? That is a new recipe. Increases attack by 100 and accelerates the replenishment of the tech bar. What's under it? These Pit Crew's meat wraps. They look like tacos. Also, oh, that's Noctis's favorite. But wraps bug. But we couldn't do sandwich tower. I'm gonna wait on cup noodles because of Gladius. And Pulto said clam. So unless Pulto wants to change to wraps, we're going with clams. They definitely look like fucking tacos. And Pulto didn't comment, so we're having clams. Garlic clam. Do y'all like clams?
Now good to go. Just about awake. Yeah.
It's ready. Hurry on over.
Oh. I don't know that I can't. I'll see if I can fast travel up there. Oh no, I can't. He's like, it's done, but you can't do it right now.
Time to go.
We do need to do the other two quests though, so I need to activate those. I think I'm really close to one. All right. That one's all right. That's north. That's very much near us. Okay.
Time to shove off.
Go for it.
So yeah, what am I supposed to do? Chat, I need y'all's opinion. All right. I'm almost Omni 90. Okay. I have a ninja left. That's ninja's currently 86.
No way through.
Violet has crafted me the new gear for
what was that?
My apologies.
The new gear for Dark Knight, and now the new gear for caster, so summoner, right? What should I do about my tombstone gear and not just tombstone gear, mind you, also new raids, the new normal raids? What should I be spending my points on?
You're up. Oh, hi there, opening.
You missed. You missed. Don't strut. You missed.
None the worse for wear.
So what do I do with my tombstone gear, chat? I need this advice.
I could get used to having all this room back.
I even have the body piece for normal raids, and I haven't redeemed it because I don't know what to spend it on.
Mouth closed. after this? Gladly. Let's go.
Let's see. I've been handing my old gear into the GC so that I can get GC loot boxes. The other minions
Everything
can come from. Aside from that, just buy crafting stuff. Still give to Violet. No, I'm talking about what I should do with my gear. Like, she crafted me the new tank gear, right? And then she crafted me the caster gear. So I have 610 crafted gear, but I also now have the fucking hell.
Great day for a walk.
Now I have the new Alliance gear, and I also have Tombstone gear. New crafting stuff bought with astronomy now. No. The new tombstones that we currently only got 450 that come from, is it causality, right? Is it causality? Is that what it's called? Casualty? Causality? I don't remember which one it is. The new tombstone gear, right? It's 620, correct? I think it's 620. But the new normal gear is 610, right?
Hostiles on your right.
Thanks.
But the new, like, Pandemonium normal is 610, right? It's the same eye level as the crafted gear, correct?
Salvaged only to be discarded. Let's scour the area.
Ready for this?
Why is the chicken a basilisk? How does this work?
Well, here we are.
It's not looking so hot. Is it poison? Get lost.
Oh, Jesus.
Must be some kind of toxin. Watch out!
What? What is happening?
It's time.
I cannot block worth shit anymore.
Sorry about that.
No quarter.
I got my ass handed to me,
Come up with
yeah.
a new recipe.
Can't wait to try it. Oh yeah, this has got to be it.
Well, let's head back and have Cindy get to work. Isn't Cindy the best? I mean, she searches high and low for all these rare parts for us to use.
Very gracious of her.
Man, she must really like us.
Less us and more the regalia.
True. So, what do? My thought was the normal the normal Pandemonium gear, I would use that just for glam, right? And then save my tombstones and upgrade.
Without any kind of plan?
Crush the opposition. That's the plan.
Wait, who's coming? What the fuck? Anyway, and then the 620 gear, I'll just save up as I go and I'll use it on my tanks. That's all I've got right now.
Everything in order?
Yep.
So what do y'all think of that? Because the 620 gear, it's going to be 7 weeks, right? Before I have to worry about the weapon. So the last 2 weeks.
Where do we go from here?
What? It's not very far. You want me to hoof it that far on foot? Oh my God. All right. Anyway, so if it's going to be 7 weeks before I can even get a weapon, that should be 3 or 4 pieces of gear at least before a weapon comes up. Or I can go ahead and get the accessories, which I'm not sure. Are they going to have the upgrade for the crafted gear? Like, am I going to be able to use rain and upgrade it again? Or is that's not out yet, I assume? Or is it?
Safety first, everybody. Let's do this. Okay.
That'll be later. What do you think I should do, Akita? Because I originally had planned to do P normal gear on caster, but then Vi said she was going to craft me a caster set. And then I looked and the crafter set doesn't look as cool. Not to mention that my hair keeps clipping through stuff. And then Vi's like, why don't you just get a haircut? And I'm like, I don't want to. I like my hair.
Rock and roll.
Upsets me how much my hair clips through. I'm trying to figure out how I should spend my tombstones and my P normal gear, but I think my P normal gear is just gonna end up being glam. If it's gonna be glam, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and get the Dragoon set just because it's got the purple ring. And then causality, I guess I'll just put that on my tank as I'm able to get my stuff. But I don't know if I should do left or right side first. It's not about that. It's about how to maximize not replacing the gear that Vi just made me like next week.
Behind you, knocked.
Got it.
No, I understand. I don't want to do it next week. Replace a piece of gear that's like 5 million.
Huh. This sure looks like it leads somewhere. You think there's something in there?
I'd say it's all but
I mean, I could pull up a BIS guide and see how I should upgrade, but I don't usually care that much about BIS.
Wow. This place is a jungle.
Abundant in not only flora, but fauna as well.
You really think we'll find anything of value in these old backwoods?
Well, usually what I do when I'm buying tombstone gear, I save up. I don't spend it the first week, and I usually buy chest or legs first. It's usually how I work. I think though it's actually better that you do the low level items first, like head, gloves, and feet first, but I usually do the big ticket items first.
Wow, that was embarrassing. I know.
I don't know how everybody else does it. I was more wondering what I was going to do with the normal gear, like what that I should get, but my main jobs that I play now are pretty much summoner and tank, so.
Nothing does, no?
Nothing to it.
Onward.
Where's this ruby? We're looking for a mining spot. There it is.
A job well done. Now for the delivery.
I think there's also stuff here.
Can't say we're out of the woods just yet.
Not with all these monsters. There's danger at every turn.
Take care we don't lose our way.
All this sting
Oh, yeah?
work's really wearing me out.
That's probably what I'll do then. I mean, like I said, I usually start with legs or body anyway. It generally go off of if the body looks really good, then I go with the body first. But if it doesn't, then I don't care. I'll usually base it on like stat.
Chop chop. How about this?
Legs can't get upgraded until P7S.
Right.
If I was asking on like what foods are going around this time around, I told her I didn't know. I think she's decided pudding.
Ought to rest here while we can.
I think we were talking about it earlier, but I'm unsure. When I checked the balance, nothing had been upgraded yet, so they may have upgraded since I looked at it.
It's a haven.
Shall we rest?
Oh, I thought you were asking me for ideas of what to make to sell. Because I don't need any food. Because I'm not going to get the newest food. I'm going to use up what I have. I've still got I have a buckload of food left over from last round. And I'm not going to just trash it. Because I mean, I sold a ton of the last raid food. That was the one thing I actually did last batch. What? I just yeeted myself out of battle. Hold on, I'm coming back, guys.
I suppose we take them out one by one. Could you propose a way to finish this faster?
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I completely misunderstood what you were asking. You had just said pudding as it is then, so I just assumed that's what you were going with. And I don't even know what the pudding stats are. Damn it. Stop fucking hitting me.
That's the end of that.
No muss, no fuss.
Remember how I kept saying that I was going to buy a new sword and then never did? Yeah. That part.
Huh.
Boy, am I glad to have my voice back.
I kind of like the quiet.
Pronto, you're on it.
Oh, hi there, opening.
Hey, Vegas! On your mark. Pronto.
Thanks.
Ooh.
Son, I didn't expect this much trouble.
Ooh, I didn't parry. Damn it.
Marco, you're up.
Oh, hi there, opening. All right.
Got it. Nice. That actually went really well. I like it.
Sounds like someone's in a good mood.
Basking in our hard-fought victory, I presume.
Oh yeah, no. We got to celebrate. Putting it as if you don't need skill speed. Add a few last center. I don't understand like a lot of the weights and why skill speed is even important. Like, I think skill speed's dumb. To me, it's kind of like how when they put accuracy on shit. Eat it. I usually go on, do I need crit? Do I need det? Or do I need a direct hit? Yeah, but again, I don't care about optimal GCD cooldown time. I never even hit my rotation correctly. I'm speaking for myself here, where I don't care enough to be elitist about it. I whatever, as long as I have food that benefits and makes it better. I'll go with the stats that I know work generally. I think it's kind of silly that we even have stuff that affects our GCD. It's kind of a silly thing to have altogether, in my opinion. It's kind of cool. We got another glaive out of it. What glaive do we get? It was like a, looked like Yuffie's weapon.
Wow, this is like a real-life RPG. Take this! That's that.
I'll back you up.
I looked at the two items in high demand. One got skill speed, another doesn't. I don't need skill speed. That's all. Well, Vi was asking me if Dark needed skill speed, and in past, Dark has not needed skill speed, but I don't know that for sure, and I don't want to like say yes or no because I don't follow in-game shit, right? From my knowledge, Dark usually needs direct hit and crit, and then or I'm sorry, either crit, direct hit, or vice versa, which I think crit's always top. And then det is second. However, with a warrior, that's actually different because warrior does not need direct hit since their big thing is already guaranteed.
Outstanding.
So you get determination, you know. Yeah. So in how it is, like skill speed doesn't mean much to me because I've never had I've never mained a class that really benefited hard from it. I don't think. Akita though probably does because Akita plays monk. I don't know if monk relies on it heavily or not, but I feel like it might. Oh, more so than crit. I generally I always gear it towards dark. So I usually go crit, direct hit, dead. That's usually how I slot everything. It is kind of interesting if direct, but and that also kind of works for the other tanks as well, where I prioritize crit first. That way, warrior doesn't get shafted by everything being direct hit. You know, just trying to find that middle ground for the other tanks as well. Oh, did I? Wait, I knew this.
Sure smile for the camera now. Don't count on it.
How much HP these motherfuckers have?
Everything cool? Holding steady. Let's put it out of its misery.
Jeez.
Oh yeah.
Trying to get the fuck out of here, man. Missed the 10 area too. Oof. I don't know if we can shortcut.
Yeah, you guys better take this one.
No, not bees. Oh. I hate bees.
Oh, hi there, opening. Nice one, Bronco. Something's not right. I think he finally snapped.
I hate bees so fucking much.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I do have to take the road. Ugh. Wait. Oh yeah.
Ready for this?
Really? As soon as I call Chocobo.
Hostiles on your right.
Thanks.
Hi. Please get on.
Let's go.
We gotta get going. There we go. Anyway, back to the discussion with 14 and stuff. I see myself as pretty fucking casual nowadays. I don't want to get to where I start number crunching like I used to back in the day with World of Warcraft and even early Realm Reborn. I don't want to get like that again because I feel like I took the game entirely too seriously at that time, and to me it kind of sucks the fun out of it nowadays. I don't know if I've just gotten to the point where I don't care. I would call it older, like I've grown out of it, but I know plenty of people that are older than me that are super into it. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's not personal. I think I've just had it with that kind of. I did it for so long, for a long time, that I'm ready to just be normal. Just let someone else do it. Well, that's why I don't focus so heavily on. I don't focus so heavily on making sure everything's perfect anymore.
Time to go.
No, there's plenty of people that are super into it, but I'm just not anymore. I mean, you weren't super into it back when we played 11. I mean, you did play 11, but you weren't like super die hard at the time. Like you had other shit going on. But like I'm at the point now where I don't want to be die hard anymore. Like I'm good with that.
Everybody out.
Parking spots here, things here, but whatever. We'll go to the main story in a little bit.
Could crash right here.
All right, what are we eating today, chat? We got new food. Time for y'all to pick our dinner. What the fuck is that? I don't know what that is. Do. Well, chat, what are we having? We could do the meat wraps or the tacos this time. Are those tomahawks? I think they're just like, no, that's not tomahawks. Those are just little drumsticks. It's actually toad drumsticks. Yeah. You were talking about those, right? The toad drumstick. Ask Vi. She has actually higher stats than me because I'm not omni melded or perma melded, whatever, pentameld, whatever. I'm not pentamelded. I think she's much further along in pentameld than me. Are we having tomahawks or are we having tacos, Pulto? All right, we're having the drumsticks, right? That's pretty good. Grilled corn. Well, we have this now. I think Pulto's a little bit on delay. We'll do tacos next time.
Stylish as always. Feeling refreshed.
What is the prime and sublime
stretch out a
stuff
bit
even
more.
for? I don't even know. Oh, for that otter fountain thing.
Everything in order?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Keita, in this game, we got Final Fantasy 11 music we can use too. It's probably outside of what I can gather. Because I have to use a cookie to even be able to farm the current materials.
Should be a nice change of pace.
How is Lestalem going to survive without power? How am I going to survive without power?
Don't know. Radio still works though.
I'm pretty sure we're supposed to get Highland's help for a while. I did Aether Sand before this patch. Yeah, I can only get 3,600 with a cookie. So I don't have the perception.
This will make a fine.
I could spend the money and meld to it, but yeah.
Time to show you what I can really do.
If I only had a gill for every time he said that.
Bring it on.
How about now?
Impressive. It takes two.
Oh, whatever. We got the 20 AP.
Appreciate it. Killed Junior Nature. Hell yeah!
Ponto, you're up.
Oh, hi there, opening.
I'm impressed.
Get it!
Let nothing stand in your way.
You've got my back.
Always.
What are the boys doing out in broad daylight? No fucking telling. Sliding down that rock, it looks like.
Right.
There's another car down here. Is that Arden's car? Yeah, it's Arden's car. All that for ether? Wow. Why would you have a chest that's just the ether? Seems pointless.
Gentlemen, what a pleasant surprise.
Told you he'd be waiting.
With my Imperial friends, no less.
Splendid.
But fear not. I'll put in a good word. Well, come along then. Don't stray too far, lest you get left behind. And surely, you'd rather avoid unnecessary scuffles. Seeing as you're now a trio. Oh dear. Touchy subject.
Well, I don't even know if they have a meld guide out to hit 37 or 100.
Archaeology? Mithril, perhaps?
This guy's reading our thoughts.
Mithril. It's a precious resource, you see. We can't just let anyone get their hands on it.
But you'll help us get ours on it, right?
I never said that.
Of course you didn't.
Where is the fun in that? I thought you'd rather dig it up yourselves.
Oh, do they?
I'll be but a moment.
A moment doing what?
Beats me.
All clear. Go ahead.
Because before everybody was still relying on that one that just gives a whole bunch of fucking gathering. Oh man, I bet you mine's all fucking out of whack now too. Yeah, I'll have to look over mine and see how to out of whack. I'll do that after this. Oh, our woman. Highwind.
So, you're the new recruits they sent over for special training. Nice cover, runaway prince.
Thanks. Oh, come on.
At ease, recruits. There's nothing in it for this ex-mercenary to turn you in. Let's get this show on the road.
Show?
Forgot about your training? Well, I'm being paid to escort you. Just watch yourselves in there.
All right, we can just do, like, never take the game any further. We have Highwind.
Search until sundown. Won't do you any good. If you're looking to get inside, you're gonna have to wait.
I don't think she... Oh, there's a weapon vendor. Oh. Ice brand. 136. Is that better than what I have? There's not a compare window. I'm going to buy one just in case. I don't think it is better. Luckily, I still have a bit of collectible stockpile to trade for materia. Still going to cost you the same, though. Yeah, I'll look at it after stream to see where I'm at. Hopefully, I'm not too far off the whack. All right. Yeah, so the sword I still have is still better. Oh my god, the game the one I've had since the beginning is still better. The Genji sword will go to Gladius when he gets back. All right, what can I walk around and do with her? Not much.
What kind of place was this?
Are the decorations for aisle stuff only have
I wonder
those
what happened to the locals.
that need to update gear? Anything not sure? What? Hold on. Are the decorations for island stuff only have those
Refreshing
that
swim?
need
Just a
up-to-date
dip.
gear? Anyway, a notch lower. Are you talking about the new decorations, I guess? I guess you did finish your Imperial contract. Wouldn't have to do much. I'm only 50 perception points off. But I do need to fix it anyway. Yeah, I need to fix mine too. I've been debating about spending the money for it or not, but like I don't have an income. I just sell like the shit that I get. And I've been noticing my money going down because I've been like willy-nilly spending money. So I'm less likely to recoup that money.
Not at this time of day, at least.
There's a way in. I can smell it.
Wait,
the
do we have
Empire
to?
sniffed it out, eh?
Oh, do I have to wait till night? Guess so.
Hold down the fort.
We will.
is on.
Yeah. I'm saying prayers.
Oh, what? What, are you still fighting something? Where are you?
Oh, here we are.
Damn, she's all the way over there. And I'm stuck. And she killed it. Whatever the fuck. I mean, we can run back and wait till nighttime, I guess. Bang. Where's the damn... Oh my god, the tent's all the way back there, though. There's got to be a tent near here.
Plow right through them.
Maybe.
Circle around then.
Y'all keep aggro and shit. I don't see what y'all aggro. Fight some more chickens.
I'm going in.
Without any kind of plan?
Crush the opposition. That's the plan.
Yeah!
Try this. Impressive.
Nailed it! Nailed it!
Get him, high wind.
Gotcha.
But I wonder if there's a mod to let you keep Powin in your party. I would assume there is.
Right here! Hell yeah!
Is it evening already?
Time flies when you're having fun.
Wasn't the mithril something you needed in another Final Fantasy? Was it Final Fantasy 2? That you go on like a quest to get mithril? This is how bad my memory is. We've played all of these games this year, but they're all blurring together. I can't remember which game had what.
Now, eyes peeled, mouth closed. Can't stop knocked.
What can I say?
Nice to add a little something up here. Something to do to kill time that didn't require me running all the way to a camp. Like, if they would have put a camp right there. All right. What?
Nothing to it.
So dumb. Why is there no camping spot? Let's get in there though. Or hell, even a fishing spot would be nice. We don't even get a fishing spot. Fucking rude. Ooh, we got some points we could spend. What were we spending on before? That's right. I take a lot of damage. Well, we are just waiting. I can't speed up time. What do I do? I wish you could see how far out of whack I am here. I hope I'm not too far off this guide. I don't think I am. I may be though. The helmet's all perception. I think I have gathering in mind. Boo. What time is this door up?
Illuminate! You're such a
Hey,
nerd.
perfect. Awesome.
Didn't I tell
You
you?
don't have to wait that
Knew
long.
there was something not. Let's do it. Aren't we eager? Those guys your friends or something?
You appeared to be on good terms.
Who?
Ah, man. How far does this go?
Yet a ways still.
Finally. I thought it never. Who left the lights on? Maybe the owners are still home.
No.
I doubt we can expect
Nothing of note
Just
here.
a load of nothing.
I wish y'all would finish a fucking thought before changing. That would be swell.
Say your prayers.
Oh, and I was just getting warmed up.
Maybe this way?
No. Put the item.
Man, all these
Hey,
rooms.
don't wander off.
Just warming up.
Just flexing.
Seen better days.
So basically, you could fall on our heads without warning.
Damn it.
Here we are.
Hey, watch it.
My bad.
I'm gonna get something to break these rocks so I can get these fucking items.
Let's do this.
Okay.
It's important.
Thanks. But I've always wanted to do it yourself, Cal.
Prompto! Nice one, Prompto.
It's nothing. Say your prayers.
Also, hold up. Oh my god, I'm dumb. I'm supposed to be leveling this. I forgot all about it.
Damn, you're badass, Aranea.
Aw, thanks.
I concur.
Beautiful beyond words.
Look up. Wait, what? Does this mean we're underwater? Whoa. There's even fish.
The hell is this place? Huh. Can we truly be submerged?
It does seem harder to breathe.
Like above us.
Going for it!
We have so much combat to do. I think I've been like max level of that stuff for a while. And I just fucking forgot.
That's Let's keep moving.
Did you see this?
Y'all ever do that in games where you forget about a mechanic? I used to be really bad, where I would forget to even put skill points and shit until like the very end of the game and be like, oh, that's why I've been struggling this whole time. I forgot all about this being a thing.
Till death do us part.
Practicing your vows.
The army swore their oaths a long time ago.
What does the Empire seek here?
Specimens. And we're stuck harvesting them.
Specimens?
Demons.
Holy
what's all this
shit.
about the army and demons?
Nova?
What do you think it is?
Nice. I love
I haven't
gassing
seen you in a long time. How are you? Oof. Hate to hear that. But I've been there.
How's everyone?
Good. How about you?
Just chipper.
Doing all right. My kids just had their first day of school. Both of my kids are now in middle
Turns out
school.
the Empire makes weapons out of them.
My daughter's already
Yeah,
teenage
I'm sure you've seen
angsty and
this
she's
shit by
only
now.
12.
Something not quite right
Ugh.
with the Empire lately.
Fun time.
It's not just lately.
True. Maybe it's time I left.
Really? What would you do if you left the army?
Whatever I want. I was a mercenary once. Maybe I'll round up my men and hunt demons for cash?
Well, that's, a heck of a plan.
12-year-old angst. I remember it well. My son's 11. He still acts like he's elementary school, but he just started middle school, so that will probably change. Remember playing the JP version of Mega Man Legend 2 all the way to the end without upgrading my HP because I can't read. Man, I like Mega Man Legend. That's a good game. Ow. Damn it.
No, appreciate it.
This is the first time I've seen you on Twitch in a long time, Nova. What have you been up to? Besides that, have you been around on Twitch or real life got you doing all kinds of things?
I think we might be winning. No big deal. And that's that.
Let's keep moving.
What about the Empire strikes you as not quite right?
The Emperor, a new High Commander, for starters. Then there's that charmer of a Chancellor. I really can't stand that guy.
I don't understand why you can't just jump over the balcony. That's where I need to go.
Is it safe? Not everything's gonna... Whoa. What? Did
Damn it.
something collapse?
Yeah, right as I was about to throw my weapon, go across. Fuck me. I will say Arenea's helm sucks. I really dislike her helm.
You smell that? Smell what? Treasure. The nose knows, dude. Now that you mention it.
Let's not forget our purpose here.
Time to boot.
Right.
Starting college, hating it. Started playing DVD again. That's cool. Wait, what? I didn't even know you had been playing DVD. You missed like the years of me playing DVD like all the time. I played it non-stop for so long. I remember you played like a couple of times, but I didn't know you'd been playing it. God damn it, stop.
What hit him?
Problems? Nothing warranting royal attention.
I'll play it by ear then. Damn, you're badass.
Oh, I know what that's like. Violet used to tell me about all the things that she tried to play on that laptop she had. Oh my God, I don't know how she played anything. My daughter had a laptop, but she's now got a PC here. But she started off with a laptop, and she, oh, damn it, and she wanted what was it? Some cooking simulator game? Was it called Cooking? It might have been called Cooking Simulator. Damn it. I love how it will not let me do my ability. There.
Rough day, Prince?
Nothing I can't handle.
Good. I'd be worried otherwise.
But now you have a shiny PC that I can bully properly. Nice. Anyway, what I was saying is she was trying to play a cooking simulator game, and it was running like absolute ass. I just like I've got to get you a computer. So she got a computer. Was it last Christmas? I think. Can't remember if it was last Christmas or not. Will not let me throw weapon. Okay. You gonna collapse too?
Saw that coming.
Oh, where did you come from?
Here comes the big one!
Right on cue.
And it's got friends.
Yay. Not good, because I'm about to die. Beat it up. Yeah. We showed you, asshole.
I was just getting warmed up.
No muss?
What the?
So did you just start college, or have you been in college for a bit now?
Locked rules. No big deal.
I got a mithril shaft. Isn't that what we came for?
Never too many stairs. I got a bad feeling about this. Stairs, they go on.
Got a new setup?
Forever
Oh, me?
they go on.
Yeah, I've had this for a while. I stopped using a green screen. So during DVD, I stopped using a green screen because I was having a lot of lighting trouble. And I also moved my computer.
You rang?
So since I was having all this lighting issues, I just stopped using a green screen altogether. And I needed something behind me, so I did the whole whatever the crap this shit is. Like my lighting now is literally just one ring light. I don't use all the big photography boxes anymore. Start in the spring English courses for now until I choose a major. Oh, I figured you were doing art. Don't you hate it that like they make you do all this like English and math and all this shit to graduate, yet most of the time those are not classes that you're going to be using for your major. So silly to me. I understand it for like high school. You need like a general understanding of things, but I don't know. It's weird to me. Oh, it's a lot cooler now. And also like my ring light's an LED light, so it's a lot cooler. Those photography lights were not. Those photography lights fucking cool. Have you seen Granola lately or talked to Granola lately? I saw her there for a little while, but I haven't seen her in a while.
You rang?
Hey, what?
My bad. Damn, you're badass.
If I do college art,
Thanks.
I will drink the paint. I'm thinking social courses, like social work type stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I know y'all were close for a while. I didn't know if you have a touch with them or not. I haven't seen them in a bit. And usually, like when I do see them, they'll pop in for like a few minutes, and then that'd be it.
Take this.
Oh, well, cool. Yeah. So, interesting thing, Nobi, you probably were here the first time I played this game. The first time I played this was in 2016. That was so long ago. I'm coming up on 7 years streaming. It's hard to think back to realize how long I've been doing this now. You kept calling Noctis daddy issues. I stand by that. Oh, of course. I tend to believe that most people, though, have daddy issues. Oh, me and Violet both have daddy issues.
It's a crossroads.
Whichever way leads to the treasure.
If only we knew that.
Well, guess we bumble on.
Keep the bumbling to a minimum.
I don't remember what those discs are for and why they put a check mark on it.
Let me give the orders this time.
Just keep it short and simple.
Attack.
Yes, I will chop bones in the corner. My reference point for that year would be Doom 2016. I streamed that too when it came out. Had a lot of fun. I really like Doom 2016. It was really good. I stand by that. I think 2016 to me was better than Eternal. Because 16 still followed like the basic storyline. And it was more story focused than I feel like that Eternal was. Not to mention in Eternal also had those damn Marauders that I can't stand. Oh, I beat the shit out of Eternal. Don't get me wrong. I still liked it. I just like 2016 better. November 24th to 2016. Yeah. Long ass fucking time.
How's everyone?
How about you?
Just chipper.
Such a long time. Vi just hit sub for 5 years like a month ago. Seems crazy to me.
Let's do this.
Right.
Nice one, Pronto.
Ow. Vi's doing great. She's been having some crazy headaches this week there, like for the past week.
Yeah, right on. Couldn't have said it better myself. Damn, you're badass, Aranea.
Aw, thanks.
They're good. Differences that I would not mind booting up 2016 again, while not as aesthetic. Yeah, with Eternal, it is tiresome playing ammo accountant in slow-mo. Yeah. I don't know. 2016 just seemed to be better. I don't know. She's had a headache for like a week. I think she's finally starting to get better from it, but not 100%. I think how this game stops me from running.
Spacious. There's so
We have to fight that with almost dead.
Let's do this.
Okay.
It's a birdie. It's a big birdie. Whoops.
It's not gonna stop us.
Never fear, Plopto's here.
Damn it.
Agnes! We must regroup! Right here! Yep.
Stay on the tail, Noxus. Ah. Okay. Okay. That hurt.
One last push. Nice to finish them off.
Can you get a star shell?
You're up.
Probably should have star shelled before I did my combo or whatever. Ow.
No quarter.
All right. Check out over here.
That done.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! We're alive! Let's celebrate by eating something dead.
Not too shabby.
Let's celebrate by eating something dead. Okay.
That concludes our business here.
Say, Commodore.
Aranea.
You said the Empire uses demons to make weapons?
Listen, you've seen Magitech troopers, right?
MTs.
They're born from demons in a lab.
Born from demons?
Darkness is coming. If I were you, I'd watch my princely ass.
Where did she go?
Kingly ass.
Will do.
I'm gonna walk. Okay, there's the vault thingy.
No luck. Guess we'll need another key.
The key question is, where do we look?
I can't remember if I did these vaults in my first playthrough or not. All right, well, let me head back if I like pull the quest down. I wish it wouldn't give me that option before I've got to explore the rest of the area. I don't think I have it. I don't have another option. It just kind of sucks. Well, can I do it on the map maybe? Haha. I can. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I was about to say, wait a minute. I have to wait.
Fresh.
Congrats. That concludes your training. You've still got a hard path ahead. But don't let anyone tell you how to walk it.
You may have been hired under false pretenses, but your assistance was invaluable all the same.
Tell me something I don't know. And you can spare the pleasantries.
Take care walking your path, Aranea.
Oh, right. Thanks. I will. And I'll train you some more if our paths cross again.
Her helmet
and
is
before I
just
forget,
terrible.
His Excellency instructed me to give you boys a ride back. If you need a lift, feel free to hop on.
Well, glad that's over with.
Noct, I've just received word from Cindy.
And?
We're to return to Lestalum. Her friend works as an engineer at the power plant. She'll take care of the mithril.
Uh-huh. And that'll take care of our boat problem.
Cool.
Once you're rested and ready, I suggest we hasten back to Lestalum. Make sure you're prepared.
Shame to say goodbye to such a nice fishing spot. Want to see
What kind of outfit is that? She's a dragoon, but I'm okay with the rest of the armor, but the helmet's just so stupid looking. She's a dragoon, so like she has this like well, the helmet had like a tail that went with it. So her armor is supposed to be dragon-esque styled, but I don't know. So not an
You're
amazing.
headed to Lestalum, right?
It's not
I'll
an
take
amazing
you there,
outfit.
but no further.
Got it.
So, ready to ship out?
I just like the helmet, the whole face thing looks stupid.
You bet. Let's fly.
Hold on tight, boys.
Look at that!
A red ship.
Hey, look, Lara Croft again. Photo bombing my shit. Prompto, your picture taking has been sucking. Oh, neither of mine. Don't even feel bad. I'm 37 now. I still screw up typing and spelling and words in English in general.
Rise and shine, Prince Charming. We're here. Sounds like a spot of trouble's popped up at the power plant. Wish I could help, but I'm powerless to do anything I'm not ordered to. I'll leave the keeping of the peace to you.
Of course.
We got this.
Good luck, boys.
Man, they really needed to work on like her rigging because her body language does not fit like what she's saying or her voice at all. I've noticed that a lot in this game, that there's a lot of like body language that's just does not match.
Loving that outfit, Noct.
Why don't you wear one? Well, that's the only one. And if anyone stands a fighting chance in there, it's you. Forget about fashion and go.
We just got, where's the lead up to this shit? What the fuck?
Testing. Do you read me? Just wanted to thank you for offering to clear out those demons. That'll give me time to treat this mithril for you.
I didn't offer.
Who went in right ahead of you. I imagine there are too many for one to handle, but two of you should be fine. And a little heads up, we're getting some unstable readings from the generators inside. Too much power and the whole place could blow, so be quick.
Will do.
This is not how this quest was. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to come back here and you talk about what the problem was before you offer to help. This game just cut that whole piece out and jumped forward. It wasn't just chapters. We missed, like, I don't know. There's a whole little section that just didn't play.
So, you my backup?
I thought we were partners.
Anyway, place is crawling with demons.
Wait a second. You sound familiar.
It's Gladius.
Save the talk. We got hunting to do. Now, if we're done with the introductions, follow me.
I just missed the item.
There they are. You ready to rumble?
Oh, yeah.
Some pretty fancy moves you've got there. Reminds me of a certain king I know.
Not too shabby yourself. You'd make a good sparring partner.
Think so?
Apparently, we're just jerking each other off in the conversation we're having right now. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
I ain't going to leave unfinished business. Can't speak for him, though.
Then allow me. I got this.
Well, how about you prove it?
Gladly.
Oh. Where's the mops?
Had all of them?
Think so.
Nice job. It didn't disappoint.
When have I ever?
Keep it up.
Will do. Now, let's scram.
The gay tension of fighting demons. Yeah. Just one of these more items in here. Is there really not? Fine. Well, whatever. I thought there was more to the power plant fighting too. Like, what the fuck is happening? Am I misremembering this whole section? Guess so.
Great work in there. As promised, here's your mithril. And, thank you for your hard work.
Sure.
Hey, big guy!
So the hunter who went on ahead.
The one and only. How you been, fellas?
Oh, I didn't know. Couldn't guess it.
Someone did a number on you, though.
You should see the other guy. Anyway, I'm back. And better than ever.
Knocked? Gladdy? I can't believe it.
Hey, thanks for looking after her, Dustin.
So, Gladdy, did you apologize to Noct for storming off like that?
He made it up to me in there.
The power plant? Oh, so you got your hands on some
The
mithril.
game feels glitchy.
In that case, I'll go deliver it to Sid. You'll
It's
probably
very
want to
glitchy.
freshen up first anyway. Come and meet me in Kayam when you're ready.
Your Highness.
Yes. Do I have control again? Yay, I do. We gotta go to Hammerhead. No, not him. Wait. Whatever. We need to go. Where does that want me to go? Hold up. No, not that. All right, that's want me to go to Kayam. It's okay. I think we're free again for a while.
Oh, hey, it's you. Hey, got another favor to ask whenever you can manage. Thanks in advance.
Okay. Nice to know you. I've got 2 more quests, but they're down by the car. Probably pick these quests then and up, and then go out to Dino and then back to Hammerhead and probably call it there.
Anything happen while I was gone?
Yeah, the car got roomier.
Smart ass.
Well, I mean, it did. Muscle Boy wasn't taking up all the damn room in the car.
Do you think we could swing by the cup noodle shop for a sec?
I like cup noodles as much as anyone, but I think you might like them a little too much, big guy.
There's nothing else like them. They're easy to make whenever you've got a craving.
They are.
Something dawned on me when I was on my own. Any food you make tastes better when you use good ingredients, right? Then, if you take something already delicious like cup noodles and add in the finest, freshest ingredients, what do you get? The ultimate flavor experience. So I ask you, Noct, what's your favorite ingredient?
Meat.
That's what I'm talking about. Minced meat is the key to every perfect cup of noodles. But why stop there? I say we outdo the ordinary. Find ourselves some real good meat that'll surpass perfection. All that's left is to make our noodle dream a reality. First up, the ingredients.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Gather intel about the area. Get that beautiful cup noodle. Ooh.
So, remember how I picked something up at the market the other day?
No.
I think so.
No, I don't. It's a Moogle.
This is for you.
What is it?
You put your life on the line every day. So I wanted you to have a little insurance.
I don't like how this is modeled after the 13 Moogles.
This
Not
one's
okay
gonna
with
look out
this.
for all you guys. Keep him by your side, and he'll take care of you. And if he gets roughed up, I'll take care of him. I'll be in Kayam. Later.
You made it where you knocked. We need a bath. Oh, we're disgusting. And Battle of the Moogle serves as a decoy. Got 10 Moogles. All right, let's do Dino. (13-2) flashbacks. Or 13 in general. They all look that way, but yeah. 13-2 and Lightning Returns. So that was the whole Moogle Forest or whatever in Lightning Returns.
Might want to stock up on potions and stuff.
Nice. You're being helpful for a change.
What do you mean for a change?
Dude's got a swagger in his step. Look at that. Like, I'm cool. Oh, wait. Do people even say swagger anymore? Oh, no. Isn't it like, everybody says like bussin' and shit now, right?
Noct, are you forgetting a certain island? Welcome to Golden Key. That Aranea, she's a little different.
Certainly doesn't fit the Imperial Army
We got a new plus.
My favorite hunters. You couldn't have come at a better time.
You need something?
Indeed. And this time my request is as a purveyor of food, not info. I need an ingredient from Tenebrae.
Tenebrae?
It's for a new confection I'm adding to our menu. I had actually planned to do so a while ago, in honor of your marriage to Lady Lunafreya. But with all that's happened, I held off on it.
I see.
The ingredient's quite rare in Lucis, but I'm hopeful that you can track it down.
Do I get to come back here? Turn that quest in though?
Holy crap! It's you!
Take it you're not happy to see us?
Get out of here. Of course I am. I just can't believe you guys made it back so soon. And with the loot. Here,
It's
you're
been a
gonna
while.
love it. Don't trust me? See for yourself. Hey, looking good, Your Majesty. You'd do me a favor, right?
You'd
I
still
guess.
ask even if I said no.
You know it. But this time's different. It's real important.
So everything we've done up until now wasn't?
When you miss Moogle Mel.
Okay, take it easy there, wise guy. Listen, this is big. If you get me this ore, I'll be able to do this jeweler gig full time.
Well, whatever makes you happy.
Come on, show me some love. If I get my hands on this stuff, I'll be unstoppable. I ain't just talking golden here, I'm talking global Dino domination. I'm gonna be rolling in so much gil, the hunters will be asking me to help search for stones. So what I'm trying to say is, this could be a turning point for your pal Dino. Hence, real important. Unfortunately, this soon-to-be ex-reporter ain't got much of a scoop, so don't beat yourselves up if you come back empty-handed. But hey, here's hoping against hope you come true. Good luck out there, pal.
Awesome Mount Tower. Interesting.
Huh. Guess he wasn't kidding about quitting after all.
Well, certainly seems serious about his aspirations.
More than any other time we've met him.
Welcome back. We use the freshest fish in every dish. Here is the local lineup.
Oh, we do have new ones.
Oh, this one's especially nasty. It's in your capable hands.
Right.
Much obliged. Take care out there.
Wait, where is that hunt?
A suite in your honor, huh?
And it could have been in my memory.
Thankfully, the prince is alive and well.
And if the prince is willing to help out, then so am I.
It shouldn't be that far away. Oh, let me throw my blade. Damn. Have I been all the way up in that part of that cave? I don't think I have. I need to rinse some chocobos.
I gotta say, Aranea really impressed me today.
With her outfit?
Well, yeah, that too. It's just, I always had this impression that the Empire was filled with nothing but jerks.
She certainly doesn't fit the mold.
Really makes you wonder. You think she was okay with the...
I did not need to do this, actually. I needed to wait time.
Good morning.
Hey.
That was dumb.
Easy now.
I need to go to the campsite.
Better keep up.
Can't hop the fence,
We're
apparently.
out of here.
Gladio, come.
Gotcha.
Thanks for the ride.
We're just gonna wait.
Nice
I'm not
riding
even
with
gonna
you.
eat. There we go. Please get on the damn bird. If anybody in my chat ever like becomes a game developer, never, ever bind your action button to your jump. It's stupid. So dumb.
Let's go.
Final Fantasy and Witcher 3 did this, and it's very frustrating.
I wonder, is she really gonna leave the army?
You seem quite smitten with her.
Which one is it?
One is what?
Her or Cindy?
RNA or Cindy? Oh, wow. Okay, let me think about this for a sec.
I've no doubt both of them can wait.
Yeah.
Huh?
Now I gotta wait for damn hobgoblins. I really need a speed up time mechanic. Oh me. I don't think there's anything I can do around here. Oh, there's apparently a plant over here.
Easy now.
What do we got here?
Aw, thanks, buddy.
Hey, isn't this the route I needed for those sandwiches? Sweet. At least now we know where they are.
I'm going all
There
out.
we go.
Just don't get too carried away. Sure want to talk. How are we? Getting by.
Ow. These are big ones. What?
Stay alert.
Pronto.
This movie says poor.
Clean your glasses.
Capital idea.
Oh, I forgot I haven't re-equipped. God, I've got so much stuff I need to do. I need to equip Gladys his new weapon and his new ability. Whoa. I just got punched to death.
Watch yourself, Nock.
Pronto, you're up.
Let me brighten your day.
Toka killed.
Duly noted.
You're on fire today.
Is it just me, or is it getting harder to see? All right, boys, we're in the home stretch.
There we go. That was kind of rough, but whatever.
He's dying on me now.
You're one to talk.
Whatever.
Back to it.
Right.
Get on earth. Thank you.
I'm going on ahead.
Why? Stay together, friends. And they're not gonna let me drive at night because reasons, so I have to fucking pay for another night.
Thanks for the ride.
Just stay. Don't jump. Just stay a
You
while.
ready to rumble, Nut?
In King's Night? Oh yeah, I'm game.
In that case, I'll join you.
They sure do play on their phones. Like some foreshadowing. What life's gonna be like soon. It's everybody now, always on their phone.
Hey, who's up for a bite?
Yeah, we've like been doing donuts and mudding in our car.
How'd it go? Did y'all find it?
Yeah, somehow.
That's swell. I already checked with Pawpaw. We can install that baby whenever you like. Can't wait to soup her up and get her running. I bet y'all are really gonna feel a difference. Just give me a holler when you're ready to go.
Speaking of Pawpaw, where is he?
This looks interesting.
Don't it, though? Actually, it's a good thing you're here, because I was meaning to talk to you. I know the regalia is built for the open road, but what if I told you I could help you get the old girl off the beaten path?
I tell you, it sounds too good to be true.
And I tell you, you're wrong. You see, I was digging around the garage when I found those schematics in a box full of Pawpaw's old knickknacks. Looks to me like he was fixing to take a car that looked just like the regalia off-road.
But do you really think
It's always
he
a
would?
great time. Tap back
Sure
into
do.
boobs, right?
All it'll take is a little ingenuity and a lot of elbow grease. And the right parts, of course. Fortunately, I'm flat out of deluxe tires. If it ain't too much to ask, would you mind fetching them for me?
Everyone likes boobs.
Hey, Prince, got
Great.
a little favor.
Sure.
I was hoping to fix the old girl up with a new set of eyes. You know, headlight bulbs.
Go for it.
Might not sound like much, but believe you me, these babies will brighten up your road trip. Would have been nice if they were mass-produced. Crown City made's hard to come by. Ain't barely none left out here.
And they won't be making any more.
I didn't mean to bring up a sore subject. All I mean is it's a shame there ain't more around. 'Cause they really are gonna change the way you drive. I ain't gonna lie, going to fetch them will be a bit of a hassle. But I swear, you and your car will be better off with them. The old girl's designed to keep y'all safe. And these lights will help her keep you even safer. Do it for me?
You got it.
Okay. God, tomorrow's gonna be nothing but fucking quests. Where the hell is fucking
Did you see the
Sid?
twinkle in her eyes?
She sounded eager to get to work as soon as possible.
How about now?
Again.
Sid not here? Hold
Desperate.
up. Oh, he's all the way down there. For whatever reason.
Much.
As long as it doesn't trigger, hopefully it doesn't trigger the quest. I need to talk to Sid for my weapon. Just short enough they don't go into his boots. Yeah, he's wearing high
I did hear
waters.
that.
Aw, don't be that
He's
way.
essentially wearing high
different when a
waters
girl
or
cooks
3
for
quarter
you.
links, whatever. Look like fucking high waters to me.
It's weird. Ravis has a sword, but he doesn't use it.
He doesn't use it because he can't. Who the hell's he think it belonged to?
Why does he bother caring at all?
Let's go.
He would get bullied in school. If I talk to fucking Sid, it screws everything up. I just want my damn engine blade.
Huh. Thanks, buddy.
There y'all are. Get ready to be blown away.
There it is.
Well, looks like we got some new gearheads in the making.
Modify weapon as. I don't think I have that.
Nice.
Oh.
Hand over your weapon and I'll get to work.
Now, do I have to wait for the auto crossbow?
Oh, my ache. Ah. Y'all brace yourself for power.
When did I pick up all these items?
Y'all brace yourself for power.
I guess it was only 2 of them. Never mind. Finally. A weapon better than the Ragnarok. This Tempest isn't even capped yet. All right, chat. That's going to do us for tonight. Tomorrow's probably going to be side quest hell. If you guys are ready for a bunch of side quests, that's what we'll do tomorrow. Big thank you to everybody who hung out tonight. I greatly appreciate it. Noctis, your fit is mid and you have no bitches. Same time you offered declare out demons. Oh yeah. You're gonna lot. No, I guess that was the auto crossbow one. I need to look it up and see how, because I've got a bunch of weapons that I've got quests started for the upgrades, but I don't remember where the items are. Anyways, here's the Discord. If you guys would like to join the Discord, if you guys would like to check out my YouTube where all the Year of Final Fantasy episodes are getting uploaded, there's that. You can also hit the follow button. We'll be back tomorrow, 3 a.m. Eastern. Nova, it was a pleasant surprise to have you tonight. It is very good to see you again, and I'm glad that you are well and college isn't too terrible. Have a wonderful night, everyone. I have to go do the dog thing, get the kids up for school and all that fun stuff. So y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all hopefully tomorrow. Bye, everybody.